Okay, so the first thing I've already done is I went ahead and applied just regular foundation onto my face. And I'm actually using, this is MAC Studio Sculpt in NW25. So it's a little darker than my actual skin tone, but that's okay because Pocahontas is pretty tan. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to do another layer of it. I'm getting about that much on my brush. And I'm just going to apply this foundation just like normal. That's all you want to do, is you just want a lot of foundation to give it that more of that, you know, that Disney cartoon look, I guess. Like I said, I'm just going to use a tiny bit underneath my eyes. And as you can see, it's a little, actually it's a lot lighter than the foundation that I'm using, but I'll just blend it out. Okay, now I don't want to really apply a lot of powder, but this is going to kind of help to set it, so I'm just going to take a powder, whatever matches the foundation that you're using. Just kind of to help it stay. Next, I'm going to do a little bit of contouring, and this is just this is what I usually always use for contouring. It looks like this. You can see it's just a few shades darker than my skin tone. And I'll start back here. And I'm going to do the same on both sides. Then I'm going to go right through here. She has a very like chiseled look, so I'm trying to accomplish that the best that I can. Right underneath the chin. And blend those downward. And I go right up here. Sides of the forehead. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to prime my eyelid with Soft Ochre from MAC. I'm going to prime it all the way up to the brow bone. Okay, so I went ahead and did the first eye. Now the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take Lorac. This is a shadow from Lorac, and it's called Posh. It's just a really like light matte nude color. So I'm just going to take that in my fluffy brush, and I'm just going to take this all over the lid up to the brow bone. Pocahontas' look is very simple and really natural looking. Okay, now the next thing I did is you're going to want to use a little dome brush like this. I guess you guys can see that. And I'm going to take another shadow from Lorac, and this is Social, and it's just a brown. It's just a regular brown color, just a matte color. And I'm going to take that, I'm going to tap off any excess that I have on it. And this time I'm not going to close my eye, I'm just going to kind of look like straight ahead. Slightly close my eye. And this little crease right here. I'm just going to kind of, right underneath the brow bone, I'm just going to kind of guide the brush back and forth through there. It's kind of like tracing. Now I'm going to take another little fluffy brush like this. It's actually a little angled fluffy brush, but any little fluffy brush will do. You can even use the first one that you used. I just have this one right here, so. And I'm just going to lightly just kind of go right back over everything and just blend it out. I like using this one because it doesn't really have any product on it, so. And take just a little bit more of that social color, the brown. And go right back over it. And that's how easy your shadow is. Okay, so next, this is where it gets a little bit more tricky. I'm going to take, this is Smolder from MAC. Just any black kohl pencil will do. Anything really black and dark. Okay, so her eye shape kind of goes like, kind of out, extended past like this, and then it goes up, and when it comes down, this part kind of the top goes down further. So I'm going to show you how I do that. I'm just going to start in the middle and kind of line my eye like normal. I'm going to kind of go across like this and then down. Now, this is very messy, so you just gotta work with it. Now you want to get all the way, you're gonna completely line your eyes, what you're doing. Okay, you're just gonna finish going across. And if you make any mistakes, it's perfectly fine. I'm going to show you guys how to fix it. And like I said, you wanna line your eyes. What you're doing is you're lining them all the way around. Okay. Next, you just want to take your angle brush, and I'm going to be using Carbon from MAC. It's just a matte black. You want to go over what you just did, and I'm slightly dragging it just to kind of smooth it out. I'm also using it to kind of fill in any places that didn't really get, you know, any liner on them, I guess. Now I'm also going to use this to slightly kind of drag this down. No, I'm not going to leave it like that. Don't worry. I'm going to show you guys how to fix it. Now you want to kind of drag this top out slightly, like a little bitty miniature wing. Hers isn't too dramatic, but it just barely wings out like that. Now what I'm going to do to fix this up is I'm just going to take a regular art brush. This is, you can get this at any art place. I think I got this at like Hobby Lobby. It's really tiny, just like this. Just something really small. And I'm going to kind of just magically erase the mistake that I made. making it kind of blend at an angle like this and the background like this. You may even have to wipe a little bit away with your finger. But this is really going to help you to kind of draw that little wing down right here that she has. If you go to my blog, I'll post a picture of, I'll try and post a picture of the look that I'm doing. Okay, next you're just going to curl your lashes, and I'm gonna apply mascara, no false lashes or anything for this look, because she doesn't have really she doesn't have a lot of like, you can't really see her lashes, so I'm gonna apply my lashes, and they're gonna kind of, instead of going up like I usually do, they're just gonna wing out this way. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and then I'll be right back. Next, I'm just gonna take Peaches from MAC, and I'm just gonna lightly dust it on my cheeks, because she doesn't really have a lot of like color in them, but she does have some. Okay, and I also went ahead and I took that same little bitty brush like this, and I just went over what I did with the liner, and it just to kind of smooth it out and make the lines a little bit sharper, so they're not as, you know, as crazy or as jagged looking, because sometimes smolder is really hard to do that unless you have it sharpened to like a fine point, and I don't really like to use it like that. Okay, next for the lips, I'm going to be using Dervish from MAC, and her lips go, the shape of them is a lot like mine, but a lot fuller. The only difference is at the bottom, you're going to go more across like this and then up. I'm going to go slightly below my natural lip line. And then up towards the corners. You kind of want to draw a little angle up. And her Cupid's bow isn't as like defined as mine, it's more rounded. So again, I'm going to go slightly above my natural lip line. And then it comes down. I'm just going to kind of fill in the Cupid's bow and then come back down over here. Next, I'm just going to be taking a little lip brush, and I'm going to be using, this is from NYX, and it's in the color Violet Ray. Her lips have a little bit of like a purplish color to them, so that's why I'm going to use this color just slightly, not very much of it. I'm actually going to use it more along the edges than anything. This is just to add a little bit of this color. Just going to give it a little bit of a purple hue to it, I guess you could say. Now, my main color I'm going to be using is, this is Mocha from MAC, because her lips are very corally looking, I guess. And this is going to kind of like change out the color some. there you have your Pocahontas inspired tutorial. So I hope you guys enjoy.